Don't forget to like, subscribe and share the videos.
Let's see this one. You see, the reservoirs in India face water crunch as monsoon progress remains poor. Just now, we read it that the northwest part of India, there will be a flash flood, cloud burst, landslide because of extreme heavy rainfall. Right? But on the next news, if you see this, that the reservoirs in India which is facing a poor water storage, that also in the news. That's why I told the rainfall of this monsoon, that it's not evenly distributed all over this India. So it is an uneven distribution of rainfall. Let's see this, the country's major reservoirs, now it has only 29% of their total capacity. So we have a very low live storage of water, that is around of 29%. Now look at here, total storage in 146 reservoir, that's in India, that is according to the Central Water Commission data, 51.064 billion cubic meter water is there around of this 146 reservoir. So let's see this. In the month of this June to September, the southwest monsoon starts. So during this time, the reservoir are generally get recharged, and that reservoir water that might have used for the rabi crops and also for the drinking water purpose. We know that the kharif crop, which is called as the rainy crops, the rabi crop, which is called as the winter crops. The reservoir might have the water which presents on the reservoir that is used for the rabi crop, that is for the next season. Right? So now look at here. About of 146 reservoirs, 107 reservoirs that the water level is 40% that are below their total capacity. So this is the very poor water which remains on that reservoir. Let's see that importantly 4 reservoirs. Harihar Hor, that's in Odisha. Bhima reservoir, that's in Maharashtra. Tattihalli reservoir, that's in Karnataka, and Rangavan reservoir, that is in Uttar Pradesh. Look at here, it has with zero storage. So the UPSC might have asked you that these kind of questions, in which state these reservoirs are to be. So let's take it. Look at here. So in India, if you see this, 12 states which had below normal storage level. What are the 12 states? These are the 12 states. Jharkhand, Odisha, West Bengal, Tripura, Nagaland, Bihar, Maharashtra, Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Kerala. So these are the 12 states which has that reservoir which is below normal storage level. And if you see this, we know that the monsoon cover entire country in 22 days rather than the normal duration of 38 days. Right? So 35% of this district is suffered by the deficit rainfall. It's not the reservoir, it is the 35% of districts that's in India which suffer by deficit rainfall, and 5% this large deficit of the rainfall according to the Indian Meteorological Department data. So we have a lot of water deficit problem on this year. So IMDA classifies this deficit. How it got to be deficit mean? You see, when you have a 19% or that is less than this 19%, that is the average amount of the water, that is considered to be the deficit rainfall in India. So if large deficit mean when it is more than minus 59 percentage, so that is the large deficit that the IMD has concluded, and the rainfall between minus 19 percentage to 19%, it is classified as the normal rainfall. So this is the classification. You see, ma, if the rainfall is 19% or less than 19%, that is called as the deficit rainfall. Large deficit mean it should be more than minus 59 percentage. When the rainfall is between minus 19 to 19% and is classified as the normal rainfall. Now look at here. In South India, if you see this, 40 reservoirs are there. In that 40 reservoirs, lowest at 20% of these reservoirs total life storage capacity. So 20% of this 40 reservoirs that's in South India will have the lowest water storage, and South India received 88.6 millimeter of rainfall in this month of June, and it is the lowest in the month in 122 years. Yes, obviously, ma. So South India remains very deficit rainfall on this year. But northwest part of India, we will have that much of rainfall, extreme rainfall. So why the southwest part of India is, why northwest part of India we will have that much of rainfall? Mean that is because of the interaction of western disturbance and the monsoon. But when you are coming to the southern part of India, it lowest in the month that's in 122 years. That is because of there is the cyclone which is called as Biparjoy, and the interaction of the wind system. What is the western disturbance under the monsoon which got to be interacted? No. So that is the reason in South India we don't have that much of rainfall. And you see this northern, central, western and eastern region will have these percentage. Northern we will have 46%, central we will have 36%, western we will have 28%, and eastern sides we will have 21%. So these are the percentage of that rainfall.